Hello everybody and welcome back to Dishonored. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? Oh man. It's been a long journey. 16 videos. We have been Corvo and we've cleared our name, rescued Emily, and stayed on the good guy's side. We redeemed ourselves as Dowd. We let Billy go, and now we are after Delilah, the last Brigmore witch, the main one. She's the last of the leaders. We're taking her down. That's the plan. We're here at the Brigmore Manor. We're almost done. So here we are. We're gonna go ahead first. Go over here to the shoreline. Of course, kill that river crust. We have ourselves the butler's note. They are on to me. The urn will have to stay here, Reggie, until we can return by boat and claim it. The master's key, however, will go with me, and since you are nowhere to be seen, I have little choice but to scale the rocks by the waterfall and make my escape cross country. Leave me out to dry on this one, and I'll put a bullet hole in your skull. Why? Check the waterfall to see if the butler actually escaped. It's over there. But also, as you can see over there, there is a person walking. That is a witch, of course. First things first, we have the cache that's over right here. There's a rune up there. Another stun mine if we ever need one. Some lookout orders. S. Dowd has left Draper's ward on Lizzie Shred's boat and could arrive within hours. Disable the grave switch. Isabel will lock the manor and wait for further instructions in the backyard. D. Idiot. Shouldn't have come all the way out here. I'll tell you that much.
I hope everything is in order, sir.
Shut up.
Strange doings, sir. I killed a hound in the yard, and it got straight back up and went for me. I had to crush its skull, to be sure.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. There are hounds in the yard over there. Saying that there are, or Brigmore witches. Hole in the fence. Where we're gonna head.
nothing there. Another spirit playing mischief. Dice.
Will you join us for a swim later?
I wish I knew.
Hiding?
Come, little toad. A stranger is among us. Lead for us.
You won't stay hidden, my dear.
My mind is playing tricks on me.
Nice.
Does Lady Delilah favor me, do you think? Has she mentioned?
Really, sister, you ought to have your mind on more important things.
Alright, so there are river crust giving us away. Backyard, the waterfall back there. Alright, let's go ahead. Get up here.
Dice.
There we go. Alright, we have a heavy lever in here. Another sleep dart. Another health elixir. Repair the grave switch. That's right, because the switch is missing.
You're not so clever. Come out and play with us.
Dice.
Come out.
See ya. Alright.
Dice.
So we're gonna back here to the waterfall. There's a body. Guess he never did. Front door key. There's a statue of Delilah, which we want to avoid. Sword shed key. Bring more front door key again. Oh my god, it's easy to get lost in these little areas. So I killed one of them. There we go. Submariner. Also, how many do we have? We have 2. I need 3 for that. Submariner, regain health while submerged in water, which is actually pretty good for some levels. Nighty night, bitch. I know you see me. As I said, these statues are basically like to alert the other witches where I am. But since they're all fucking done out here, well, in the back anyway, there is none. Alright, so we'll go up here. Ooh, some choke dust. All right. Page from an old book. Deary Waters, Hissing Daughters. Oh, this is Granny's recipe, or third one. There's a recipe in each level. Deary Waters, Hissing Daughters. Crack 3 green shells and steal their pearls. Turn the spigot and drink from the misery of a broken house. Gulp and swallow, follow, follow. 3 wet marbles down the gullet. So basically, what you have to do is you have to get 3 Rivercrest pearls, drink from that tap that we drank from earlier, and then drink the marbles. And that's how you get the... So you collect 3 Rivercrest pearls. Swallow the pearls with water from the Brigmore well, which is over there. Alright, Petals and Thorns. In the verdant garden, kneeling quietly, Rosalind and her basket attended a gathering of crown roses. Rosalind bent, caressing one of the roses, and she brought the shears from behind her back, where they were hidden as if they might spook the flowers. It was but a small thing to take a life for her mother. As she brought the shears around, she pulled at a stem, readying it for the blades, but the flower did not comply, and rewarded her trust with a thorn buried in her thumb. A single drop of crimson welled up from the wound. Before Rosalind could bring her thumb to her lips, a hand closed around her wrist. Her mother was standing nearby, witness to all that had transpired. "The rose demands its price, my love. Do not deny the flower its toll." Rosalind winced as her mother forced her hand out over the flower bed and gently squeezed her thumb. 3 drops splattered onto the dry soil. As her mother walked away, Rosalind blinked away tears and gripped tight her shears. She left the garden with her basket brimming, 3 crimson drops and 1 crimson flower, all that remained of the once proud garden. Alright. And the art of the enchanting garden. Effective garden design must entice the casual observer by drawing them through the garden gates with a promise of the idyllic. Yet once inside, it must continue to captivate the senses, compelling visitors to linger among lush greenery and well-positioned decor. The tranquility of a solitary pool, the perfume of jasmine flowers, the drape of an ancient woody clematis across the estates of Dunwall, all these must serve to soothe and beguile those who would venture into the well-tended garden of our gentry. Whether one chooses manicured symmetry or the illusion of wild growth, certain fundamentals must always apply. Variations of shape and size to excite the vision, cohesive themes to calm the spirit, and complementary sensing colors. As noted in the high-walled gardens of Lord and Lady Mortigan Pluff, place marble sculpture throughout as a means of transporting the visitor to a world of imagination. In keeping with the influential vision set forth by the beloved Borgin sisters, daughters of the late Jonathan and Olivia Suter, coo to those visiting your manor garden with coordinated sounds, the soft splash of the fountain, the trickling of a stone-walled stream, and the rustle of the Circonian sheath oaks from high above. Remember, a magical meeting place can be as simple as a periwinkle draped bower over a crunching gravel pathway, or a pedestal bench nestled in the boughs of a brown willow. So basically, if you don't get it, the book is essentially how to make a good garden. 6 stricture, which we've already read. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to the oh shit, I totally forgot about the little fountain here. Oh, come on, there we go. So I'm so greedy. I gotta. Oh man, the storage said keys in there. Where's the second one? It's over here. The fuck?
Wake up.
There we go.
Sisters, help me.
Peace out, bitch. Stay away from that thing.
Come, little toad. Help me.
See you later. Anyway, is there any coins in here? No? Alright. So, let's go ahead. I'm an idiot and I didn't see it last time. The storage shed key so we can open this door. Grab that stuff. Rhyme of the Rosewater Hag. So far in this almanac, we have cataloged many trite and ignorant, if somewhat harmless tales, but we must now turn to that special class of folk customs that can only be called wicked and pernicious. The worst of these is perhaps the Rhyme of the Rosewater Hag. Variants of this accursed poem seem to predate even the founding of Dunwall, though its ultimate origins are lost to us. As to its meaning, some consider it a tale of revenge by a mother against her own daughter. Others see it as a supplication meant to solicit the attention of some ancient spirit from the void. In any case, the ritual surrounding the poem is profusely morbid, and in many regions is used as a primitive means of settling the matter between two parties where one has accused the other of falsehood. It is performed as follows. First, whoever is to be tested must find a fountain of standing water and cover the surface with fallen rose petals. Once there are sufficient petals as to completely obscure the water, you must close your eyes firmly and place both hands within the fountain so that they are submerged beneath the blanket of rose petals. You are to recite the following verses. The Rosewater Hag. Petals, petals on the water, tell me, where's your daughter? Has she drowned beneath the mark? Has she vanished in the dark? Petals, petals on the water, tell me, where's your daughter? Has she trysted by the well? Has she secrets left to tell? Petals, petals on the water, tell me, am I your daughter? After this, you must lean into the fountain, lowering your head fully into the water and under the rose petals. Face first with both eyes until still squeezed tight. Count to 3 and then open your eyes. At that moment it is set the Rosewater Hag will arrive. If you are without fault, you will see nothing, except you will feel her gentle caress on the back of your neck. But if there is falsehood or wickedness in your heart, you will see the horrible face of the Rosewater Hag, a creature of indescribable horror. The hag will drown you in the fountain with a cord made of thorny vines. Obviously, while the Abbey takes things very seriously, most authorities clarify this tale as a superstitious nonsense. However, it must be noted that every year there are at least half a dozen reports from the countryside of young women found dead and blue-faced, with their necks nicked and scratched as if by a collar of thorns. Yep.
What might signs from your guts?
Yeah, I was gonna get you anyway.
Watch for his shadow.
What up, bitch? Ow. God damn it. Alright, I only got 2 left. There's the front door. Everybody's sleeping. They have some traps here as well. So that you would trip that coming over. Alright, let's see. Some Tibian ore here. And of course there's this here. Repair the grave switch. Leave her whereabouts. With doubt on his way, Delilah had me disable the grave switch and put it in the garden shed. S. That was kind of like your way to know. If you're wondering, it opens like that. Allows you into the Brigmore Crypt, which you can close from the inside. Really? Jesus. Anyway. Vitality 2. Sustained rage. Your adrenaline takes slightly longer to cool down. That jewel box there. Yeah, this is a pretty scary looking one. Look at that. So now we can go into the Brigmore Manor. You can go in through the front door. You can go in from here. Oh boy, my controller batteries are low. Your batteries are low. Typically, I go in from the bottom.
And I thought the flooded district was run down.
Oh. Let's go in here for a minute. Alright. Bone charm up there, corrupt charm over there. Grab that processed whale oil. This is the front door, by the way. Need the west wing key. Go in there. And to go in here, we need to disable that shit. So first things first, we'll go upstairs. We'll go this way. Alright. Falling Star. Drop assassinating someone gives you a bit of mana. Overseer interrogation. I was unable to extract much from this one. He was well trained. Feeding him his former companion elicited mostly useless sounds and mess. I'll try again tomorrow unless he becomes violently deranged, in which case I'll have little choice but to put him down.
Please.
Overseer orders, Brother Pradcliffe, you're charged with surveillance of the Mutcher Haven district and surrounding estates. Travel there immediately and report all findings to an office of the High Overseer. If any signs of organized heresy are uncovered, send for additional support. Do not attempt to handle the situation alone. Remember the strictures and you will not fail. Overseer Cranton.
Oh, don't make me eat anymore. I can't. Brother Marcus.
Yeah.
I denounce the Abbey. Wandering gaze, lying tongue, restless hands.
Yeah, whatever.
Roving feet.
Rampant high. That's rampant feet, dude. Alright, so then Witch's Skin. This one is a corrupted charm. When taking damage, your mana is drained before your health. Mana does not regenerate. Alright, we'll grab that. So there's a bunch of traps in here. Oh boy. Okay. So, search the studio. Strange lantern. Take that. Point of 10. Take the West Wing key. As you can see, she has pictures of Emily. Let me go ahead and disarm all these. Alright, so the Fugue Feast. We've already read about the Fugue Feast in the original Dishonored. The Howl from Beyond. As Gregory and Aaliyah crouched in the dark of the upper hall, they could hear the thing drawing close. It followed them from the forest through the garden into the house. Now as they leaned against the wall, exhausted and terrified, they could hear it coming up the stair. Moving slowly, it scraped along, exposed bone dragging across wood and carpet. A ragged painting foretold its passage as dead air was pushed from a throat eaten away with rot. Reaching a grim conclusion, Aaliyah swallowed. Her face went slack, and she gave Is this a Quiet Place, the book? She gave Gregory a final glance before plunging through the glass window into the moonlight and night air. At the sound of her delicate body smashed against the cobblestone below, Gregory let out a keening moan. And as he did, his voice was matched by an unearthly howl from the stairwell and the rapid screeching of clawed feet rushing up toward him. Oh, that's totally A Quiet Place, the book. If you haven't seen A Quiet Place, go see it. It's really good. I thought it was going to suck, and I watched it yesterday, and it was phenomenal. I really loved it. Delilah's journal. Now that the painting is finished, I will sit in young Lady Emily's skin and wear her face like a mummer's mask. Havelock and his spittles will put the child on the throne, but it is me they will be crowning, Delilah, the kitchen girl from Gunwall Tower. They call me Sokolov's apprentice, but those paintings reached... but whose paintings reach through to the spirit? Mine. They will never know their blunder, but I will be sure to whisper it to their ears at their executions. My followers will bear the lantern to the gallery in order to open the way to the void. There, I will use the painting to complete the ritual. My walk into Emily's flesh must be undisturbed. The ritual has other uses, which I will explore over time. Any image made by my hand could serve as the focal point for the spell. I imagine one of my enemies as a still life, imprisoned in a bowl of fruit without amusement.
So Delilah wants to use Emily to become Empress.
Yep. You guessed it. We already knew that, though. Oh, shit.
And
Well, first off, hold on now. Everybody get in fucking line. Okay, well, now everybody has to die. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to do this. It's just what has to happen. Actually, hold on. Let me... I have my choke dust. What am I doing, bro? There we go. Dumbass me forgot about my choke dust. And I got stun mines too. Keep forgetting I got those as well, but I don't know how well those are. I don't know how those work. We're gonna have to try them out on a couple people. Well, it's alright. It's not like 2 dead bodies are gonna put me into high chaos. It'll still be low chaos. Shitloads of dogs down there. Need the library key. I don't think there's anything up here. No. Alright. By the way, those dogs don't count as kills, if you were wondering. Alright, so the West Wing key, we got that.
There you are. Help me.
Huh?
Stranger is among us.
Yes, that's what I want. What if I use this? Oh. Oh yeah. Cool. It does render them. See? Okay, cool. It renders them unconscious. That's awesome. Okay, sick. I was like, oh no, are these gonna work or?
Get around me. Help me. A stranger is among us.
Listen, everybody just relax for a minute. Just relax.
You must be frightened.
Delilah's orders. I've ordered the lantern to be placed in my studio in the West Wing. Use it to enter the painting only if your situation is dire. Busy preparing for the ritual and cannot be disturbed. I trust you can handle Dowd should he materialize.
Self little toad.
Blood will be ours.
Oh, I'll
Bring him down, sisters. Sisters.
Oh, I'm back here. Oh, there's a book here. Warning on corrupted charms. Whatever. Sometimes you just don't know if you want to actually.
Help me. Bring him down, stranger is among us.
Use my choke dust. Damn it.
leave for us.
It's like they just get stuck in this place. Robust. Potions give you moderately more health. There's also a rune in here. Grab that. Actually use that as well. Another health elixir. Another stun mine, which is good. Alright, so have that whale oil. Bat whale oil too. Zap. Zap. Zap.
Come out, dear. It's no use.
Another.
I'll read sign from your sisters. Help me.
Oh, I know.
Stab at him. Get behind him. Watch out.
Oh boy. We need another choke dust. Where's that? Those other couple of choke dusts. Did I ever not come this way? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Delilah's musings. I worked on my studio until late last night and completed the painting of Emily. When Dowd kidnapped her, I was terrified he might already know what I was planning, but I seemed to overestimated him. He turned her over to the conspirators. What a fool. Once young Emily assumes the throne, I'll already be looking out of those lovely brown eyes. What's down here? Oh. Did you just call me a scullywog? Yo, chill with the name calling, bitch. Alright, so we'll go ahead. We'll go up here. We'll disarm that. Grab the medicinal herbs there. Grab that launcher. We'll grab that launcher.
But I cannot leave Delilah's side during the final moments of the ritual. She's alone. What if something goes wrong? Who will help her? Doesn't it worry you?
You underestimate our great lady's resourcefulness. She's not alone. Not entirely.
The statues. Of course.
They're more than statues. She's put her will in them, and in the void their power is much greater. Do not fret, sweet Tilda. Lady Delilah needs you to be strong and steadfast. This is no time to wilt like a summer daisy.
I won't. Forgive me, sister. You're right.
What?
What up, bitch? Delilah's notes. Brunhilde came to me last night while I was in my studio in the West Wing, finishing the ritual painting of young Lady Emily. She informed me that one of our girls allowed herself to get caught and interrogated at Coldridge Prison. Nevertheless, it seems Dowd is oblivious to my plans. Can I just,
We'll hang you from a tree tonight.
Can I just, set the lantern near the painting? We'll go ahead and do that. Alright. So if you're wondering, yes, Delilah is in fact in here. The void. So basically, here's one of the things that Delilah does. She basically can make paintings that allow her to go into the void. It's like a magic. She paints with magic, and then she's able to go into the void and hide in there, essentially. What up?
You have many
Oh boy.
talents, Dowd, and they've served you. Delilah's talents are quite different. She creates images, but she does more. She captures spirit. She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well. I gave you Delilah's name, and you followed it to this moment. You see now what hangs in the balance. Emily's life, Delilah's ambition, an empire in the act of crumbling. In your long life,
That ring
I've
the Outsider
rarely
has
seen
is kind of
you
cool.
act with such consummate grace. I give my marks sparingly, and I don't play favorites, but I will watch this with unusual attention.
Leap!
The void? Time to see what you've really got, Delilah.
Alright, so her statues help give me away. I have no stun mines, I have no choke dust. So yes, find a suitable replacement painting, non-lethal.
Delilah's work. She's been busy.
So essentially, the idea is to replace the painting of Emily.
Carmine beetle shells, zirconin lazurite, viridian bile. The tones of your flesh I tempered with Pandician chalk. The same loom that spun the fabric of your dresses made this canvas. I made my brushes from the hairs of your own scalp. Emily, you cannot ignore me. My power is too deep, my reach too long. Brush touches paint. Brush touches canvas.
Alright, so now we're going to allow Delilah
Brush touches void.
to finish the ritual.
Now I see you, Emily Caldwell. I breathe your breath. I can feel what you do. The bright mornings in the pub. I feel the cold night air of the ruin where you sleep. And the stink of the rift. Image strikes the eye touches the mind touches the void. Feel the love for Corvo Atomic, and your lost mother, for your caretaker, Callista. I feel your fear in the night, your hunger to learn, to become someone important. My hunger too, my fear. You are becoming mine. We are nearly finished. Close your eyes, Emily. Sleep forever. Feel the void open beneath you. Make room for me. Give in to me, Emily. Give in to me now. Hate flows. Blood flows. Life goes. Out with the old, in with the new. You've lived in his bones long enough, sweet young earth. It is complete. I am becoming outsider's blood. Is this some trick? Cowed!
Bye-bye, bitch. There is a way you can't actually kill her, but it's actually canon to trap her in the painting. Woohoo! Target rescued, Emily. All right, so we did end in low chaos, even though we killed 5 people. Dead or unconscious bodies found 13. We found 1 of 3 corrupted charms. 1,700 of 2030 coins. Found all the bone charms. Found all the runes. Found the Brigmore crypt. Completed Granny's recipe and trapped Delilah Copperspoon inside the painting. So now we can watch the ending. Here you go.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
Here we are. Now, if you've done low chaos, like I have,
I have one more surprise for you.
Corvo will spare you.
When I killed your empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation, all with consummate care and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know. But how does it end for Dowd, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.
So yeah, if you finish in high chaos like I did the first time, Corvo actually kills you, because the thing is that the entirety of the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches takes place between Corvo escaping in the beginning of Dishonored and Corvo coming for Dowd near the end of Dishonored. So it all really just takes place in that section. And since we finished it in low chaos, Corvo spares us, which is actually canon. So, yeah. There we go. That's it, though, folks. That's the end. That's the end of the Brigmore Witches and the end of Dishonored. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you all in the next playthrough. If you're wanting to watch all these videos, you can go to my YouTube channel, DriverNan8753, aka Human After Everything, and you can watch all 16 parts, including this one. If you're watching this on YouTube already, you're already there. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all on our next playthrough. So, Dishonored is getting replaced by LA Noire Remastered. Halo 2, since that's now finished, is being replaced by Saints Row. And when God of War is done, we have a new hate-through for Heavy Rain. Yeah, I'm doing another hate-through. Another game that I despise, Heavy Rain. It's going to be coming up. Thank you all for joining me in Dishonored. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you in Dishonored 2, whenever that is. Take care. Goodbye.